Morning, welcome to a new vlog. This is our WonderWool edition. It's Thursday and I'm just out for a walk with Jeff, and yeah, we're at work and it's the day where we start ticking off the checklists, packing all the yarn, all the goodies and getting organised. It feels so much different getting ready for this show than it did East Anglia, because well, Nick and I were so exhausted by the time we got to this stage that, oh gosh, it really was a slog. We barely had any in-stock yarn when we went to East Anglia, so we dyed around 1,600 skeins to take to that show. We knew that we had, you know, way more than we needed for the show, but we also knew it would stand us in really good stead for doing this show and other events we've got coming up, so we didn't mind, and that has stood true. This show this weekend, we haven't had to dye for weeks, you know. It's been lovely. So it's not just when we're getting ready for a show, we obviously have to get ready for all the work related stuff, but also the home stuff, and we stay in an Airbnb, so we have to make sure that we've got everything we need food wise. And hang on just a minute, Jeff's done a poo, hang on, sorry about that. Yeah, so I don't want to come home from the show, and this one's quite a late finish. It doesn't finish till 5:30 on a Saturday, which is quite late, to then, you know, drive back to the B&B and to have to start preparing food that takes a long time to cook. So I've tried to sort of work a menu round that's easy, that I can just throw in the oven when we get back, or, you know, it doesn't take too much preparation on my part. I can just pop in the oven while I have a shower, that sort of thing. So I've made a lasagna. I had Tesco shopping yesterday, so I've got garlic bread and salad for the one night. Pizza, made pizza dough and frozen that, so again I can just do as many things as I can ahead of time. I've got to make a cake this afternoon. We really do try and make, you know, the weekend's hard work, so we try and, you know, keep our nutrition as good as we can, and I try not to go too far off track with my slimming world, which is difficult when you're away from home and, you know, you don't eat and drink properly. So I'm making a real effort this weekend. What else? Oh, I don't know. I'll show you as the day goes on. Anyway, I'm gonna go. That's 2 minutes of your life you're never gonna get back. There's a lovely walk round here though. Back of the craft centre. I did a video for our patrons the other week where the Moores Craft Centre is. It was on the original site of the Moores Brothers tile factory, and like back in the 1800s, and it was the largest tile museum of its type in the world at the time, and it's incredibly influential. And they were the first tile company to make tiles with 4 or 5 colours on them. Incredibly decorative. Oh, sorry. Yeah, incredibly decorative and beautiful. And there's literally bits of broken tile everywhere you walk around here. Wherever you step, you're walking on broken tiles. It's beautiful. I'll flip you around and show you. Some little pieces aren't necessarily beautiful to the naked eye. Can you see? They're just literally everywhere. Where we go walking up in Benthall Woods, they used to just dump all the old broken or damaged tiles. All the seconds were just used to fill the land, which is just crazy, isn't it? But there's literally bits of tile everywhere. Sometimes you get a really pretty piece other times it's all just this sort of... So one of the key things for us when we do the shows is to work smarter and not harder. And these are all things you learn as you do them, you know. And like last time we learnt that having really good and lovely accommodation is really important to us. It was quite by chance that we stayed in that beautiful barn, but we said then that we will always pay that little bit extra and have really lovely accommodation, so we sleep well and we've got nice facilities to cook and to enjoy the evening and things, rather than it feeling like a chore. And we've also learnt, I know I said last time it was 3 years since we last did a show when we did East Anglia, and I think when we used to do them before, we just used to put yarn in a box and go, you know, but we now don't. We pack it. The way we have the shop laid out, if I show you, hang on, I'll flip you. So the way we have the shop laid out with the browns across the top, the greys, the greens, all those gaps will be filled because they're drying as we speak. Everything is laid out in the shop how we lay it out on the stand, and we've mapped it with pieces of paper so we know on row 1 those 10 colours, row 2, row 3, etc. So it's just about working smarter. So we take that map with us so that when we get there again we know exactly what goes where. We're not trying to figure out if it looks aesthetically pleasing when we're there. It's all about working smarter, not harder. And we pack everything in the boxes accordingly. So all the DK will go in a box, then all the fluffy stuff and fibres goes in another box, and so on. Just so we know exactly what we're doing. So cue montage of me packing up all this lovely wool. I'm supposed to pack from the bottom shelf upward so that when we set the stand up, the top shelf is first. I've done it wrong. Let's go and see Mr. Lay's reaction. Nick, you know when I pack the boxes, do I have to pack from the bottom shelf up?
Yeah.
Is it important if I haven't done that? Does it matter if I haven't done that?
Yeah, it does.
How much?
Yeah,
How much?
okay,
Take it out.
One job. One job.
I love you. I love you. Later, we're all packed up, so everything goes in these giant boxes. So yeah, oh, some of them yarns and new colourways coming up soon down there. So yeah, we're all empty. Half the stuff's in the car. So tomorrow we've got to pick up the hire van tomorrow. We have to wrap the pick and mix minis in like pallet wrap so we can carry that intact. We have to take ladders with us. The bargain basket's going, that needs wrapping in pallet wrap. Other than that, we're all good. So we're off to the post office now to get change. Postman's just been, and then we're going home get lunch ready and do some prep work at home as well. There's Jeff, look, supervising. Hello, darling. Hi. Hi, handsome. Hi. Hey, good boy. Jeff, a good boy.